The New York Jets find new ways to just absolutely drive Jets fans mad every single week. The Jets are now 0-4, and there's just nothing to be happy about yet again as a Jets fan. Welcome on into my video breaking down the Jets' loss to the Miami Dolphins. The Jets are winless at this point of the season. The Miami Dolphins beat the New York Jets. We got a lot to get into. I got a lot to get off my chest in this video. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments, whether you're a Jets fan, Dolphins fan, any fan base. Feel free to let me know your thoughts. I'm going to let it all out there and just be free on this video. I'm not going to hold back because I'm really pissed off right now, and every single Jets fan deserves to be pissed off, but at least you guys can hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because we had over like 23,000 people in the live watch party, and I let it all out on there, but now I wanted to always make a video here to let it out even more because, oh my goodness, did the New York Jets just do, I guess this is something I got to get used to as a Jets fan, but every single week, they find new ways to just piss me off, man. And that's what I'm so beyond frustrated about. I'm sick of making these rant videos, bro. I hate making these rant videos. It's not healthy. It's not something I enjoy. I hope you guys realize that. The people that are watching this, that clicked on this video, that's entertained with my misery. I mean, I don't like to be miserable as a Jets fan, man. Like, this really is annoying. And I started content creation 7 years ago. This is my full-time thing, and I'm not going anywhere. The Jets are never going to break me to the point where I give up on what I do because I still love this team. I mean, I fell in love with this squad when I was this age, and I still have this helmet right here, and I'm not going anywhere. So anybody that's like, Richie, why do you keep doing this to yourself? Richie, why do you care so much? Richie, why do you go on all these rants? Don't you expect this? I don't know how to put into words. It has to be some type of sickness. But let's get into this game, okay? Because it was so frustrating. And I'm going to recap the game to you off the top of my head, all right? Opening drive, the Miami Dolphins go down the field. The Jets cannot get a stop on third down. The Jets get a stop finally. They're in field goal range. The Dolphins go up 3-0. Okay, the Jets force a field goal. All right, the offense, your time to shine. Let's see what Justin Fields is capable of. What a drive to start off the game. Ground and pound, just marching down the football field. Breece Hall, 10 yards. Braylon Allen, 7 yards. Just looking like a ground and pound, physical, violent, really good, fundamental football team. You're proud as a Jets fan to watch it. You feel like you're about to score a touchdown. They give the ball to Braylon Allen at the goal line. You see him cross the pylon. I'm celebrating like it's a Jets touchdown. Just to look up back at the screen and seeing the football on the ground and the Dolphins recover it. Turnover. That drive is the experience of being a Jets fan. Excitement, 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 and just ripping the rug underneath your feet. Just, you can't make it up. It's like the Jets find every way to torture their fans. New ways every year. And now in this game in particular, you can't turn the ball over at the 1 yard line like that. The Dolphins make a heck of a play. They punch the ball out. And all of a sudden, instead of it being 7-3, Jets with the lead, and the defense has a chance to protect the lead instead of always trying to, hold them. Now the Dolphins get the ball up by 3-0. Okay. All right, defense. Maybe we can get a stop. Nope. We let the Dolphins go 95 yards down the field. And the Dolphins go for it on 4th and goal. I'm thinking to myself, all right, defense, let's get a stop at the goal line. Hold them to 3, 6-0. On 4th and goal, what happens? Tua throws a ridiculous high pass to Darren Waller in his Miami Dolphins debut. He climbs the ladder, becomes Calvin Johnson, and mosses Sauce Gardner. Somehow gets both feet in bounds in the back of the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. You can't even believe it, right? That's a 14-point swing right there. Instead of the Jets getting 7 points, the Dolphins get 7 on the other side. And now the Jets are down 10-0. And you're just beyond frustrated. The clock is getting milked. It's ridiculous, okay? And then you go all the way down to the end of the first half. The Jets actually show life. Nick Folk somehow gets a 58-yard field goal to end off the first half to make it 10-3. And in that moment, at halftime, you're like, okay, it feels like the Jets should be down 4 scores, but they're only down 7 points. This is a football game. Let's keep the momentum. Let's start off the second half strong. Want to know why? Because the Jets get the ball to start off the second half, right? You're thinking to yourself as a Jets fan, oh, they could go down the field, maybe get 3 points, make it 10-6, maybe get a touchdown to tie up the game. Yeah, this is a football game. Let's do it. What happens? Can you just imagine what happened? Like, Think of the worst possible scenario that can happen. That always happens to the New York Jets. Isaiah Williams, a guy that deserves to be cut, fumbles the ball in the kickoff, and the Dolphins recover it. And they score a touchdown, and it's 17-3, just like that. I mean, you can't even make it up, bro. You can't. It's like the littlest things always go the wrong way for the New York Jets. Just beyond frustrating, okay? And then the Dolphins get the ball, and then Darren Waller gets a touchdown. And then you're just like, oh, my God. But then on the next drive, the Jets actually do something. On 3rd down and 5, they hand it off to Isaiah Davis for the second time. He gets stopped short, 4th and 1. And then Justin Fields has a ridiculous 43-yard touchdown run to make it 17-10 in the 3rd quarter. Finally, something to be excited about as a Jets fan. Oh, my God, a touchdown. A really good one for that matter. A magical one. A fantastic one. And now it's 17-10. And now it's time for this defense to go out there and make some plays. Okay? Because then, what happens? The Miami Dolphins are leading by 17-10. And they go down the field. And what happens? What do you think happens? The Jets defense cannot get a stop at this point. And it's just beyond frustrating. Okay? The Jets defense made adjustments in the 4th quarter that I actually liked. But it's too late, man. They started showing man coverage pre-snap and banning into zone. And this is the most frustrating stat of the defense of all time. The Jets are now the only team in the National Football League to not force a turnover. There's no other team in the league that does not have a turnover but the Jets. The Will McDonald blocked field goal last week does not count. That's special teams. The Jets defense has still not forced a fumble. They force fumbles, but they can't recover them. They don't know how to get interceptions. It's like they're allergic to just recovering a fumble, bro. And I'm so sick of watching the Jets force fumbles and not recover them. I'm so sick of Tua throwing ducks and nobody's there to just pick it off, bro. I'm sorry, but the Miami Dolphins were not impressive tonight. The Jets were just that bad. And that's not a good thing. I don't feel good saying that. I don't feel good saying that. And then we don't see any sense of urgency from this defense. None. I don't see any, sense of urgency. They get a stop. Where is the fire? Okay? And then the Jets on offense, they start going for it. They get a field goal. And then you're down by what? 11 points it was? It was 13 to 24. And now you're in the 4th quarter, and you got to show a sense of urgency. And this broke my brain. Our punt returner, Isaiah Williams, who fumbled to start off the second half, calls for a fair catch at the 2-yard line. What are we doing? That is the most incompetent stuff, bro. Cut him. He's the guy that replaced Xavier Gibson. He doesn't deserve to be on this team. He got signed off the practice squad off I don't even remember, Cincinnati or something like that. Just bad. 2 plays that cost him the game. You can't do that. And then what happens? The Jets are backed up on their own 2-yard line. And then the Jets get a penalty, another penalty. And then what happens? On 3rd and 15, the Jets go underneath. Yeah. Let's just throw the ball 4 yards. On 3rd and 15, down 2 scores, to just punt the ball back to the Dolphins. No sense of urgency. Throw the football down the field, man. Throw the football down the field. And even when they try to throw the football down the field, I forgot to mention what happened here with this offensive pass interference call on Garrett Wilson. Listen, I'm not blaming the refs tonight. The Jets beat themselves. The refs did not beat the Jets. But I'm sorry. I didn't agree with the call. Yes, does his hand touch the defender? But I don't think that's enough to call in that spot. A fantastic touchdown grab. Wasted, even though Garrett did get his touchdown eventually at the end of the game in garbage time. But, man, just beyond frustrating. And then the Jets defense in the 4th quarter, they start getting stops. On 3rd down, back-to-back possessions. A stop. Just for this offense to now start clicking when it's too late. They go underneath, Mason Taylor, Garrett Wilson. They get the touchdown to Garrett Wilson. Cool, they bobble it. All right. They go for 2, they get it. And now it's up to an onside kick miracle. And they just run out of time. And it comes down to this. This game showed that this football team led by Aaron Glenn lacks discipline. They're not smart. They don't do the fundamental football plays. They don't make winning plays. And that's all true. And I want to finish it off with this, man, because you guys know me. I know that everybody's done with Aaron Glenn already. Everybody wants to fire Steve Wilkes. But, like, at the end of the day, when are we going to start holding the players accountable? I know that the coaches need to be held accountable. I'm not taking any of the blame off of them. But at some point, these players got to freaking execute, bro. And maybe the players just not as good as we initially thought. And another thing, if you thought this football team was going to go in there this season and just think everything was going to be fixed and we're going to be a great team after 14-year playoff drought, that's on you. I did not expect this to be a good start to the season. I did not expect 0-4, this bad. But when you look this bad against a division rival, people are going to talk, man. And Aaron Glenn wants to get the same old Jets narrative off this football team. The only way you do that is win, bro. It's that simple. People will call you the same old Jets. The Jets fans will do it. The media will do it. NFL fans will do it. The only way you get that stigma off your back is if you start winning. There's nothing else you can do besides that. And the Jets have not won a football game yet. And fans are sick. Fans are tired of this. And I get it. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to want this football team to fire Aaron Glenn because I still think that Aaron Glenn deserves his shot this season to weather the storm. This is the lay the foundation year. And if that pisses you off what I'm saying, that's just a reality. The only way any coach in this football league could come here and fix this football team is if they're given multiple years. You bring the best coach in the NFL onto this team, it's not fixed in one season. I mean, I'm sorry to tell you that. It's just not reality. I don't care who the best coach in the NFL is, the best coach in the history of the league. Put him on this football team, and I don't expect them to be, like, winning. Maybe they're not this bad, 0-4. Maybe you got a point there. But my point is, this organization has been so bad for so long that it's going to take more than 4 games, more than 1 year for everything to click. And all of a sudden, we're winning the division and we're going to the playoffs. That's how bad it is. That's how dysfunctional this organization is. And you just got to accept the misery. And I think every Jets fan understands what I'm saying here, man. So you guys feel free to let me know in the comments your overall thoughts. Had a lot to get off my chest there. I don't like making these rant videos, but the Jets are giving me every reason to do it. And I'm sure I went on some tangents that a lot of you guys probably disagreed with. That's okay. We can agree to disagree. I'm sure I said some things you agree with, which is great. But if you stayed all the way to the end of the video, comment down below a plain emoji if you stayed all the way to the end. Got to give a shout out to Sleeper, as always, the proud sponsor of Jets Media all throughout the season, folks. Make sure you guys go check them out. Code JETS for a $100 deposit match up to $100. Cannot thank Sleeper enough for sponsoring this YouTube channel. Without them, I'm not able to do what I do, man. So make sure you guys go check them out. Much love to Sleeper, man. I did win some cash on Sleeper because of the Justin Fields anytime touchdown, by the way. Shout out to him. But yeah, man, that's going to wrap up this video. I love you guys. Thank you for loving me and showing me the support, even when the Jets don't show me the support. You guys help me out a lot. I love you all. I'm out of here. I got to get some sleep. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm out.